Hi everyone, welcome. I am Paula and today is January 26th. It is the 26th day of our challenge for the month of January. We are almost at the end, wrapping things up. I want to know, let me know down in the comments if you are doing this challenge with me, how you're doing. I don't want you to give me your weight loss yet. On January 31st, I am going to make a video and I'm going to weigh myself grudgingly. I have not lost much weight during this challenge at all, but I feel incredible. I'll talk about that later on, but I'm going to have everyone that has been doing this challenge to comment down below my video on January 31st and let me know what your total weight loss was for the month. And we're going to add it all together, and I'm just going to let everybody know how much weight we all lost together for the month of January during this challenge. For me, I do have a few pounds that I would like to lose left on my body. I measured myself also on January 1st, so I'll be measuring myself at the end of the month too, just to see where I'm at, if I've lost any inches while I've been doing this. It's like the closer I get to my goal weight, the slower the weight's coming off. I don't know if I should increase my workouts, something that's been on my mind. Me and my grandson this morning, my grandson came over this morning. Two of my grandsons came over this morning. My 4-year-old grandson had to go to the dentist. And so I had my 8-year-old and my 2-year-old this morning, and we were down in the basement and we worked out, okay? 2 years ago, before I started this way of eating, there's no way I would have done what I did this morning down on that basement floor. We did a plank challenge, me and my 8-year-old grandson. Of course, he beat me. He's very strong. But we did sit-ups. We did some squats. We did some weightlifting. We did a whole bunch of different things. And so I got a workout in this morning. I've been thinking lately a lot about increasing not only walking and cardio and that kind of thing, but I really feel that I need to increase my weight resistance, just adding a weightlifting routine into my weeks. And Ed has actually been talking to me as well about doing some chair workouts. I have a mirror that hangs on the wall, and it's by Lululemon, and it is a sports workout mirror, and there's tons of workouts on this program, and there are some workouts on there where you sit in a chair and you do upper body weight resistance training. So lately he's been talking about wanting to get started on that and have me pull up some workouts for him, and so I think that it's something that we're both thinking a lot about, is adding just some weights into our activity that we do. So that's just something that I've been thinking maybe that'll help get the rest of the body fat burned off of my body that I'm trying to burn off. For January 31st, I do want everyone to let me know your weight loss on the comments, and we're going to add it all up. And I think it'll be really cool to see the total weight loss that we have accomplished during this challenge. Mine only might be around 1 or 2 pounds, but I'll take it. So today I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be eating. I plan on doing carnivore today and just eating very meat-based, meat-heavy today. And so that's what's going to be going on with that. We have some errands to run this morning, and I have to go to Aldi. I had a lot of people ask me what are my favorites from Aldi. I've done a lot of Aldi grocery hauls, but I still get questions. Today when I go in Aldi, I plan on either I'm very uncomfortable filming in a store and even in restaurants. So I'm either thinking I'm going to do some video of some of my favorite things that I like at Aldi and then do a voiceover, or I might just take some pictures of my favorite items from Aldi. I might just do that. It seems a lot easier to me, just snapping some pictures of some of the items that I like to get from Aldi. So I'll have that for you later on. And I think my girlie wants to get out here of the room, so I'm going to go ahead and go. And when we have our first meal today, I will show you what we're having. Don't know what that is yet. It is almost 10 o'clock. We usually eat around noon. So this morning we both had some black coffee, and that has been it. My stomach is rumbling a little bit this morning. So I'll let you know what we're having. I'll see you then. Just dropped Ed off to visit with his mom for a little bit, and I'm at Aldi. I just stopped at Tim Hortons and got a coffee, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get a little bit of footage of some of my favorite Aldi items. So come along and shop with me. All right, I'll start out with this mashed cauliflower. It's a very clean ingredient, low in carbs. It's not one of my favorites, but I just wanted to show you that it is an option at Aldi. Berries are also a great option. I pick them up from time to time. This is my favorite lettuce to get from Aldi, the romaine. I like making my Caesar salads with this lettuce. These mushrooms looked interesting. I didn't get them, but they did look like they would be a great low carb option if you wanted something that was easy to make. I'll show you a little bit of info here on them. I did end up picking up some white sliced mushrooms to have on the griddle tonight with our steak. Thought I would saute that with some onions. And I like these mini cucumbers from Aldi. They're great for snacking and to throw in salads. And there's not a lot of waste when you buy the smaller ones, for us anyways. Avocados are a great option also. There's some peppers. I get those from time to time. These jalapeno peppers, though, they're a great price. They're usually really nice size jalapenos, and they are only like 79 cents, I believe that says. I like to pick up these peppers in the summertime to throw on the grill. These zero sugar beef sticks are our favorite. This is the original. We buy these for the grandkids, and then me and Ed like the jalapeno. There's zero sugar in these, and they're pretty clean in ingredients. If you're looking for something sweet and you eat almond flour, these are sweetened with erythritol. They're pretty good. I don't tend to make these a habit of eating something like this, but I do buy them once in a while to have for the kids, and they're a good option if you want to have something sweet. These pork rinds, so if you look at the spicy ones, there are a lot more ingredients in these: dextrose, maltodextrin, few other ingredients that are not too desirable for us. So I don't get the flavored ones, but I do get the plain to crunch up and use in my crispy breading recipe. Always make sure I grab a couple of those when I'm at Aldi. These cheese crisps are made out of Parmesan, and my grandkids love these. So I usually keep those in the house, and they're good to crunch up on salads too. If you wanted to have a little bit of a crunch, they have a cheddar flavor as well. Of course, I love the eggs at Aldi. I buy the liquid egg whites, and I like this pasture-raised eggs down on the bottom. And then I always make sure I have heavy whipping cream in the house. I use it in my coffee and in recipes, and it's a great price at Aldi. I picked up a couple of cartons of sour cream, and I did pick up some full-fat Greek yogurt for my grandson. When I watch him, he likes Greek yogurt. And this cream cheese, I like to buy the Philadelphia or the store brand, depends on which one they have in stock. I love the Irish butter from Aldi. It tastes really good. Over here, you can see they have a lot of different cheeses, fancy cheeses, and different kinds of meat, prosciutto, salami, that type of thing. You have to be careful and read the labels over here in this section, because some of these contain sugar. Some of the cheeses have fruit in them, and this smoked Gouda is one of my favorites on my French eggs. I love these on the baked French egg recipe. So yeah, you just have to make sure you're reading the labels and watching out for the sugar and carbs. This Parmesan cheese I throw it in the blender, and I grate it up into a powder and use that in my crispy breading and in recipes versus buying it already in a container. And then I love this bacon. This is the Never Any uncured bacon, no sugar added. And I love these hot dogs. My grandkids love these hot dogs too. They're really good, really clean hot dogs. And I just love the fancy cheese choices. This is just their shredded cheeses and their block cheeses. I prefer to buy the block cheeses and shred it myself just to save on carbs. This guacamole I really like. It is single serve, and sometimes we just like a little bit of guacamole. A lot of times me and Ed will just split one of these and it's just enough. So these Baby Bell cheeses are 0 carb, perfect to throw in your bag or in your lunchbox for work. I love the Aldi water. I usually buy the carbonated plain. That's what I've been buying lately anyways, just trying to get away from more of the flavors. And let's see here. This is just a bunch of different items that Aldi has. They have cheese wraps. They have cheese fries, the Egg Life wraps. Sometimes they have different flavors of the Egg Life wraps depending on what they've got in stock. A lot of different lunch meats if that's your thing. These chicken sausages are pretty clean and they're pretty good. I've made these before and put them in my pizza bowls. And the ingredients are pretty good in these. They have these chicken sausages for breakfast as well. The Never Any really is a good brand. It has a lot of clean ingredients in them. And so these are pretty good as well. I wanted to show you these. I am staying away from spinach, but these are a good low carb option as well if you have spinach. And this was interesting. I haven't tried this before, but this is a prosciutto roll with mozzarella. Thought it would be good if you needed to grab something quick for lunch. It looked really good. Nice little clean ingredient. This is the ground beef I like to buy when I do need ground beef from Aldi. This ribeye is delicious. It is thin sliced. It cooks up very quickly if you want to have it with eggs or if you want to make it for a sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, something like that. This beef for carne piccata is really good to cook up really quickly when you need something for like tacos or something like that. This beef shaved steak is delicious, cooks up super quick if you want to have it with your eggs or for sandwiches. This is the ground chicken I like to buy for my pizza crust. I love the Never Any brand of chicken as well. I like to buy these chicken tenders and I make them with my crispy breading and they make the most delicious little breaded chicken tenders. I buy these olives for Ed. I'm not really an olive person, but he likes them and these are a great price. Also macadamia nuts. These are really clean. They are low in carbs. If you want to have some nuts, you really need to watch portion sizes on nuts though. The carbs can really add up quickly. Aldi sometimes has the Rayos. It's $6.88, which is cheaper than a lot of stores, but it is still expensive. If you're looking for a cheaper option, this one here, the Specialty Select Marinara, is not quite as low in carbs, but it is pretty low carb compared to a lot of other marinaras. Here's some avocado oil, and I do like this one avocado spray. Hold on, I'll find it. It's right here. I like this one for using as a non-stick spray. They have coconut oil and clarified butter ghee. And over here is my favorite little seasoning that I like to get from Aldi, the Everything Bagel. And this is if you like sardines or canned chicken or tuna or anything like that. All right, so for breakfast today, for our first meal, it is 12, almost 12:30. And I quickly scrambled up some eggs. We're hungry and we just got in. And I scrambled these in butter. And I added a little bit of cheddar cheese, a little salt. I had some ham slices in the refrigerator. I just fried those up in a little bit of butter on the stove. So this is for me and Ed, not just me. So we're going to split this. This is 6 scrambled eggs and some ham. So we're going to go ahead and eat and I'll be back. All right, so it is 4 o'clock. Is it really 4 o'clock? Wow. So it's 4 o'clock and I am prepping for dinner. We're probably going to eat around 5:30, but I'm just getting some things ready. I'm going to be making a sirloin steak that has been in my refrigerator thawing for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days now. So I need to cook this today. And the last time I made this cut of sirloin steak, it was kind of tough. And so I want to cook this hot and fast. I don't want to do a slow cook on this. It's a nice thin steak, and I want to just cook it either out on the griddle if we get out there. It's rainy today, and I don't know. I might just do it in an iron skillet on the stove with some onions and some mushrooms. But I'm going to try something that I read online, and I'll let you know how it works. I know you can marinate meat to make it tender, and I've done that many times. But I just like the taste of the meat and not a lot of marinade. Do you know what I'm talking about? I mean, sometimes you can just over marinate meats. So I'm going to try to tenderize the steak with a tenderizer. And I have some salt here, and I had read online that you could to make the steak more tender, you could tenderize it with the little pokey end of the meat tenderizer, and then add salt to it and let it sit for maybe an hour before you cook it, and then cook it hot and fast. So I'm gonna do that today and just try it out and see how it is. I'm also gonna have a bunch of sliced onions. I have a green pepper here that is on its last day. If I don't use this today, it's gonna go in the trash, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna slice that up, slice up some onion, and I'm going to get that all prepped and cook it up really quick with this steak later, and that's what we're gonna have for dinner. But I'm gonna go ahead and tenderize it, and we'll see how that works for you. I'll have to let you know after we eat it. But I'll go ahead and show you what I'm gonna do. All right, so I have my meat here on the cutting board. It's now that I open it out of the package, it's not a very large steak. It's probably not gonna be enough once it cooks down for Ed and I both. So we probably will split this, and we also have half of a barbecue chicken left from a restaurant we went to last night. So I'll probably warm that up with it so that we can have some additional meat with it in case this cooks down, because as you see here, there's a bone. And so now it is good to put something over your meat because it's going to splatter. You hit raw meat with a sharp instrument and you're going to get splatter. So I'm just going to put this over it, and I'm going to go ahead and beat the steak. All right, I'm going to flip it over, and first I'm going to salt this side. I have my salt grinder here. People have asked me where I got this salt grinder. This is rechargeable. It's very nice. My son got me a salt and pepper set for Christmas. And I have the Redmond's real salt crystals in here. And it works great. It's got a little light on it. And I've been using it since Christmas without charging it. It probably is getting close to needing a recharge. But I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. Lay down my paper. And that's the bone. All right. Now I'm going to salt this side, and I'm going to let this sit for a little bit and get my onions and green pepper and all that cut up. And then this is going to get thrown on the grill. So it's just going to sit and let that salt soak in and do its thing. I'll let you know how it goes. All right. I just thought I would pull this bag out and show you. This is the coarse sea salt from Redmond's Real Salt, and it is like little chunks, and that's what I put inside here. I just filled this up. And so I have a discount code for Redmond's Real Salt. They have a lot of different salts and seasonings, and you can go and check that out. My link is down below this video. It's also over on my website. But I just thought I'd show that salt in case anybody was interested. All right, the griddle. We got some mushrooms. Griddle King at the grill.
Guess we shouldn't put the plastic.
Oh man, I set that. Yeah, I set that too close. Got some mushrooms, some onions, some green peppers, and this is called grilling cheese. This is not the bread cheese that you find at Aldi. It's a different kind of cheese, but you can griddle it on a griddle. And I got it at Aldi today. And so we're gonna throw that on there. All right, that looks delicious. I'm gonna cut into this steak and let you know how it is. This chicken we got from a restaurant last night, and I just threw it in the air fryer just to warm it up. This is how the cheese came out. It looks delicious. So I'll let you know in just a few minutes how the steak is. I'm gonna cut a piece of this steak and try it out. It's cutting through very tender. Have you tried the steak yet?
Not yet.
Ed's got his plate sitting in there at the couch. So here goes. Oh yeah.
Good?
Much more tender. It's a little salty.
Tenderized it with salt.
Right. So I tenderized it with salt, and then I put the farm dust on top. So that's a little bit much. I maybe should have just put maybe some garlic powder, a little pepper or something on there instead of extra salt. And I got some of this cheese here. Look how that turned out. Looks great.
So good.
Got some chicken. A little bit of mushrooms and onions. Carbonated water. And that's my meal for tonight. It is 20 minutes till 6. So I'm going to eat this, and that's going to be it for the rest of the night. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video now. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and stay tuned. We are almost at the end. Keep going strong. See you probably tomorrow. Have a great day, and God bless.